here we are. Tales from the truck. The farmer's called me out. Shot these fields, there's 3 fields here that I've got to sort out. Farmer's called me back out again. He wants to drill back in pretty much straight away, but the weather's been a bit... So he said, can I come out and keep the birds off the field, put them all off, because he wants to drill back in. I'm not sure what he's going to drill back in this time. He's talking about all sorts. Yeah, so I thought, I don't fancy shooting a big bag of pigeons today. And using a shotgun, I find it too easy. So I decided to set myself a challenge. No decoys, 17 HMR, and all the decoys out about 200 yards that way. Shot the first pigeon, left him where he was, and everything else was decoyed to that. I've had 5 shots that I considered to be challenging shots, and 5 shots, 5 kills, and well, pleased with that. And the crack of the 17 HMR is keeping the pigeons moving, so I think that's doing its job. Let's see how we got on after a couple of hours, and well, farmer knows I'm here, so that'll keep him happy. Anyway, on my own, no young sports, nothing, and I'm doing the shooting. Proper job. Big flock of pigeons going down through there. I've got them landing in the decoys as well. Don't know if I can get the camera around. Hang on. And then my focus is all over the place. There's one right there in the middle of the screen, sat there having a munch. I'd have to shoot him, but I can't use the camera and shoot at the same time. But you can see him right there. There he is having a munch. Anyway, not very good at this filming, Lark. I'm just a rough old country boy. Proper job. There he is, landed in the decoys, another one. But that's not shootable. There's a big flock. I don't know if I'm going to be... Another one landed. There's a big flock coming right round me. I just realised the light switched on with the camera. I can't switch the bugger off, but look at this lot. Going up through the trees, there's loads of them. You know, if I was to use the shotgun, stand there on this flight line, I could shoot 100 birds without trying. I've probably seen 300 or 400 through here now. Anyway, on that note, proper job. Well, I've been here about an hour, shooting for just about half an hour. Started off with no decoys, just using Fieldcraft, knowledge of the ground, flight lines, watching the birds and reconnaissance. And it's amazing what you can do. Well, there's 3 there already. It's amazing what you can do with a bit of knowledge and a bit of Fieldcraft. Like I say, started off with no decoys whatsoever, and just building the pattern up from what we shot. And we got over here, well, a couple here, there. Well, there's a few birds around on the ground. Look, I'll give it another hour and see how we get on. But well, the birds have been dropping in quite well. I say there's some huge flocks coming through here, and here we are just outside of Western Supermare. Anyway, on that note, proper job. When I said I meant I find it easy with a shotgun, that's not quite what I meant. I still find it very much a challenge with a shotgun. What I enjoy doing is, whether I'm pigeon shooting, is getting them within shotgun range, which is what you're doing, you know, with reconnaissance and Fieldcraft, and setting out a good pattern of decoys, and hopefully it works. Sometimes you have to move once, twice. God blimey, I've probably moved 20 times in a day till I get right under them and get them into shotgun range, and not necessarily pitching. What I like the challenge of though now, more than especially if now using a rifle or air rifle, I use an air rifle a lot and do this, is, and obviously I don't shoot at 200 yards with an air rifle. What I like doing is getting them to actually land. Not just the odd 1 or 2, but I mean constantly land. Flocks coming in and landing. And, you know, I mean, probably the most I've ever landed all at one time is somewhere between 25 and 30 pigeons landed on the ground in front of me feeding before I shot any. I'm watching a flock fly around me now. I'm doing quite well, but that's what I meant when I find it shotgun shooting easy. You can shoot them flying and everything else. For me, I want to get them in on the ground and test my decoying skills, because that's ultimately for me the ultimate point of me making here is that I've worked off my own back, reconnaissance, fieldcraft, windage, flight lines, all sorts of different things, and I've got them to land. I got them to actually commit into the decoys and pitch, not just commit, fly over and fly away, because that's what most of the time they do. They'll fly over, fly up to a tree, whatever. And with a shotgun we can take them like that. With a rifle or air rifle you have to really hone them skills. And that's what I like the challenge of now, is really, really challenging myself. I say these are out at 200 metres, they're right out in the middle of a field there. There's a flock coming around me now. Yep, they're having a good old circle. It's getting to that time of day when they're thinking about going to roost. So a lot of these are flybys. And well, let's see. I've been shooting about an hour and 37 minutes. I've been here, and that done too bad. I don't know how many I've got out there. It's well into double figures. I have to go out and check in a bit because it needs a bit of a tidy up. There's a couple of the birds have flared off. They've got in, almost landed in the pattern, just hovered a couple of feet off the floor, and they decided, nah, I'm going. So well, I'll see you in a bit. Well, there you go. Not bad for just over 2 hours. I could have shot a lot more, but I only shot the ones that landed in a certain square range bit. I sort of mentally sort of drawn out of my head. I said sort of within a 20 square metre of where I shot the first one. That's where I'll shoot all the others. There you go. Quite pleased with that. I don't know. Got to be 20 at least on the ground. I ain't counted yet. Proper job. There we go. Just over 2 hours shooting. With nothing. No decoys, nothing. Just reconnaissance, fieldcraft, flight lines. Started with the first shot bird and built the pattern up from there. There's another bird to go and pick up. I've shot, and he flew off about 20-30 yards into the wood. I know exactly where he is because I can see him from where I'm stood, but I'll do these for now, and well, time to get home for some tea. Proper job.